Hey, how's it going, everybody? Brian back here with a look at Myro. I'm going to show you some promising stuff for the market here, right? First off, the Dow Jones. You can see here that this thing, it looks like it's going to push up through here. Right up through here. It looks like it possibly has another wave up towards 50,000. All right, that's the Dow. They show you the NASDAQ. This is important stuff, right? Because I mean, if this stuff starts crashing, that's bad news, right? I put this is from a long time ago, right? This 3, 4, and it looks like we're working on a 5th wave up here, right? So this could be heading up towards 25, which would be good for the Nasdaq and the S&P. We'll take a look at that also. I apologize, I haven't put any videos out for a little while here. Laptop ended up biting the dust, so I tried a new charger cord first. That didn't work out, so I ended up having to go get a new laptop here. But looks like this thing also, the S&P looks like it's working up towards another wave to the upside, right? It's through the 786, so obviously it's heading up a little bit higher. Now if we come out here, you know, this thing is way through a 4.236, right? I mean, it is definitely extending it towards the upside. Now let's take a look at the Roddy too. Let's see here. I apologize here. The rain in the background, starting to rain here, and of course, out of my garage area, I have a tin roof out here, which kind of blows. Right here, we got the Russell 2000. You know, making a turn back up here. First, it broke down out of this wedge, which was bad news, but now it's breaking back up into it. Okay, so that's a good sign. Monthly RSI heading to the upside. All right, and what does all this mean for crypto? Well, it means a lot, right? I mean, you want to see this stuff, and you also want to see people getting out of stuff like gold, right? We come over here and take a look at gold. You know, this thing, it looks like right here, you know, that's a trend-based fib extension, this darker one, and this one out here is a regular fib. All right, so you can see the trend-based fib gave it a target 3561, the regular fib right around 2900. Yeah, 2900, and it's right in between both of them, right? So I don't know, not financial advice. I don't do that kind of stuff, but you know, if it was me personally, I would be thinking that maybe, just maybe, gold is getting towards the top here. You know, you're probably gonna have a lot of sellers out there. Look at this monthly RSI, right? I mean, it's ready to roll right over. Big red candle starting on the monthly. So at least it looks like gold's going to have a pretty harsh pullback here, I would imagine. All right, I think I've read, I've seen a lot of stuff online where a lot of people are starting to sell their gold, and I can see why. I mean, when you look at this chart, everything is kind of pointing that way, right? I mean, the RSI, the wave counts, everything is pointing that way. All right, now the Dixie, the DXY, that's another one. Look at this thing, right on a support level. All right, it's at 99.95. Look at this support line. Look at that, bouncing right off of it here. Right back here, 2020, 2021, this was our alt season through here, right down through here, this area. Back here, 2013, 2014, we had an alt season through here, and then a bull run, and 2017, right through here when this was dropping. right? 2017, right through this area here. And, we were at roughly, that 97 area, right around where we're at now, similar area, right? Back over here, similar type area, really. I mean, we're not up in these upper bands, but, you'd want to see a alt season kind of kick in pretty soon. Look at this monthly RSI on the DXY. When the DXY is going up, not real great for crypto historically, right? I mean, that's normally when you had your bear markets starting here. This goes into 2022. If you line this up with, we come over here, let's pull Bitcoin up on here. First Bitcoin dominance, then I'll pull Bitcoin up. We got this, Bitcoin dominance. This is what we need to smash over. Look at this red monthly candle. That's beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. That is what we want to see. It could have a little bit of a retest here. This could suck back up a little bit. It could. We'll see what happens with it. Monthly RSI rolling over. Okay, so that is very, very good to see. Bitcoin. What I want to pull up here is this, and then I want to also add see here. How do I do that again? I want to overlay another chart on here. It's been a while since I did it. Let me see if I can hold on one second. Let me take a look here real quick. I've done this so many times, but I haven't done it for the longest time. Overlay. Traded view. Let's take a look real quick here. Start by launching, add a comparison, locate the add icon on the tool, usually on the top left. Okay, there we go. Right here. Okay, here we go. What I'm going to add on here is the DXY. And show you something here, right? Let's see. Let me get on the one all. There we go, US dollar. We only want to go out on a monthly. Let's see here. This isn't going to give me a real good, it's not going to let me give a real good view here. But what I wanted to get to, which, pretty much show you. Like when Bitcoin, when Bitcoin went into a bear run, December, November 2021 to August of 2022, if you go back and look at the Dixie and go through that stuff, you'll be able to see it back there, but let's get it off here. We can just leave it for now. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. I apologize. I thought maybe it would pull up a little bit better. It's not really. Wanted to show you a comparison here. Alright, let's go in on a daily. Alright, you can see what's going on. Bitcoin here pretty much consolidating, right? We went on a 4-hour chart and we end up putting a Fibonacci on this thing. Let's get back that off there. You can add all kinds of charts to overlay on your other ones on there. Like comparing, like the Caspa chart on here with Bitcoin and see. But you can see here, right, where this has come up numerous times now. Hit the 702, got rejected. Hit the 618, got rejected. Did not hit the 618 and got rejected, right? So you have lower highs, you have this high, this high, and this high, all lower lows, this low, and you have a higher low coming in so far over here. All right, so want to see Bitcoin obviously either bust through here and take out 120,000. 120,000, right? Or this thing is going to do an ABC down to about 112,000. If it breaks through that 120, that would be a good sign. Then this thing would be heading up towards about 128. All right, and that would be the next move up. Now, will that be it? I don't know, guys. We'll have to see, right? If we come out here on a daily, you can count all kinds of waves. This could be a big wave 1, 2 pullback. This could be a 3 wave here. All right, maybe that's what we're working on here with Bitcoin is a 3 wave. 4 and a 5 wave here. That would all be inside of a 3 wave, but we'll have to see how it pans out. Right, so keep your eye on this thing. Any move up above 121, then look for 128. If this thing starts to break down and break the lower side of this wedge, look towards 111.7 to 112, right in that area. That would be an ABC. And then you would, of course, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and like I said, this could all be inside of a bigger move here. Like this would all be a 1, 2, 3 up through here, and working its way up and so on. We'll see what happens here with Bitcoin. Now, if we come over here, I might as well show you the crypto bubbles. This is for the month. We look at the last week. We got Richard Hart tokens, Hex, Pulse X, and Pulse. Movement now. Richard Hart, I haven't said that name for a long time. Remember he was pretty big on YouTube. I don't know. I don't watch him anymore. But pretty interesting guy, that's for sure. On the daily, here we go. Starting to move now, right? This is all happening within the last hour. A lot of these were down a lot more. Okay, the last hour. So stuff definitely starting to get a move here. Caspa's up 0.9%. 24-hour volume, 74 million. About a $2.4 billion market cap, ranked number 41. Still up about 24% for the month. Caspa. Myro, where is it at? And the reason I mentioned Caspa, a lot of people watch both these videos. So 24-hour volume, 2.94 million market cap. That's what I love. 18.6 million. These are the ones that have the potential of making the massive moves, guys. Period, right? If you have a market cap of $2 trillion like Bitcoin, it takes a lot of money to move that, right? It takes a lot of money to move that thing $1,000. For something like this, you get a spike of 100 million in volume on something like this, and you're going to see a candle that is going to blow your mind, right? Right now, you got people obviously not real interested. Once it starts moving, they will. Rank number 882. This is one of them sleepers, right? I mean, one of them ones that that people, better keep their eye on. Let's go over here to Myro. Take a look at this thing. There we go. That's the chart I want. Or not. And if you would, please hit that like and subscribe. Consider coming over and joining our Discord. We have about 170 members in there. Got a lot of great traders in there, guys. With an alt season coming up, consider it. It's only 15 bucks. This alt season is coming. I'm telling you. So it's there. We're trending upwards with the altcoin season index. It hasn't been as high as it's getting for a very long time. Bitcoin dominance rolling over. It's coming, right? It definitely is getting there. We need a break of that support and get moving here. All right, let's see. Yeah, it looks like the chart I've been using right down here. All right, here we go. Still trying to work up towards that 618,702, right? Don't want to see a rejection here, not at a 382. That is definitely not what we want to see. That is that could be a dangerous zone there. That 382. I hate seeing that. Typically then you get a 5-wave down type move here. All right, now let's take a look at this. Daily RSI, just about reset. It's just rolling over here, isn't it? Rolling right down over. Let's clean this up a little bit. Let's get rid of a lot of this crap over here. There we go. Broke that support line. Now, definitely want to keep an eye on this sucker, right? Could possibly 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it going to do another wave down here? Sure hope not, right? You want to see it hold this 0.013. That is a very crucial area to hold here. All right, this chart doesn't go back real far. Let's see where my other ones go to on a monthly. This one goes back. Here we go. Yeah, this one goes back pretty far. Right, that monthly support right through here is a major support level right there. Let's mark that out. You have another one. Let's get this one out of the way here. Get that one up there. Get this one right there. Right. These are major support areas. On the monthly, still really don't have a monthly. Weekly RSI, bearish. It is. I don't really want to say that, but it is. I didn't know where it was at here. You do got a bearish monthly RSI. The daily, just about reset, just about at the bottom here. Okay, let me take see something here. Take a bib. You didn't hit those 620 there, that's for sure. Goes in there. It's on a daily chart here. Alright, let's go to 12-hour. So a little bit more. You get into these areas here where these yellow, you don't want to lose these major support areas, right? I mean, these are areas that you want to see hold up. Weekly, yeah, we're approaching a very, a weekly support zone here too. That's pretty crucial. 0.0176. Let's put a bib on that thing right now. Right, you have this high, this low, lower high. See where it's at on a Fibonacci right now. Boy, oh boy. Right in that area, you want to see a bounce, man. You want to see this thing hold and get out of here. Right? Definitely don't want to see it come any lower. That's for sure. I mean, that would just not be real good news, right? I mean, on a monthly, on a weekly here, we're right on that 702. You want to see a reversal come in here and a move towards the upside, no doubt about it. Okay, and on the daily, like I said, just about reset down here, 12-hour. 12 hour is heading up right now. Question is, is this an ABC in here or not? The 4 hour, now that looks more like, this looks more like this here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, does that signal a bottom? Hopefully. Alright, hopefully. You want to see a move up here. No question about it. Alright, I want to see this hold, and I want to see a push higher. Now, here we go. Once again, right over here. I don't like the looks of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this going to make one more push or not? Or is it going to hold up here and move up? Alright, if it does make one more push, you're looking at 0.0168. 0.0168. Now the target back here for this wave was 0.017. Yeah, so you're more likely probably going to get another push down here. The way it's looking, yeah. We're at 0.0, yeah. We're at 0.017. And that's what it's looking like to me personally. I can see it pushing down here. Now 0.017, let's put a line here. Let's make that white. Fatten it up a little bit, and let's go out on a weekly first. I want to see if this is any major areas of support. Monthly. Up a little bit, it is there. Right up at 0.017 is the 786 Fibonacci too. Huh. That's interesting. 0.0174, you have a major monthly support coming in there. Alright, so you could have a right through this. Oh boy, I'm getting a cramp in my arm. That's terrible. Wow, that hurts. From bending my arm with this mouse all day. That's what's going on there. Right up through here. Alright, that is a major area of support right through there. Alright, so let's get back on the 1 hour. I'm just being 100% honest with you here. Yeah, you even have the 1 hour rolling over here. This is looking more and more like it's more likely coming down to this box, right? 0.017. What was it? 0.017. This. Let's get this target again. And a lot of times, yeah, sometimes these wicks don't count either. That's how they get you too. Right there, that would have been 0.0176. This is going to roughly 0.017, right about there. Okay, which is the bottom end of this, and also that would match this here, this wave, pretty close, right? Pretty darn close. We'd say that wick is invalid. It's going to put you right in that area, right? That is all the lower I would want to see this thing go, man. I wouldn't want to see it go any lower than that. Then you definitely want to see a reversal and a move out of here. That's a 786. And I've always, I remember that from when I first started getting into cryptocurrency. If you can get a token at a 786, sometimes that turns out to be some of the best buying opportunities that you get. And that's exactly where this thing's pulled back to. 0.017, right in that area. Right down into this 786 box. All right, will that turn out to be the absolute bottom? And will this thing start ripping back to the upside? Sure hope so, right? I don't want to see it any lower than that. Once we start getting lower than that starts getting ugly, all right? And then you got to start wondering, you know, if it doesn't reverse there, then you really got to start wondering what's going on. You know, is it something like that? Which that would be absolutely horrible, right? I mean, that would create new lows and everything, right? So you want to see it 0.017 hold, and you want to see it turn back to the upside, all right? And a takeout of this high right here. That would be huge. Taking out this high, 0.028, that would be absolutely massive. I still believe Myro has a run coming. I really do, and I think it's going to, shock people, and I think, I think you're going to get FOMO back into this thing. That's how it works, man. That's how these alt seasons work. Yeah, 786 is right there. That is the absolute, that's the lowest you can go off of is right here. That's a 786, and then is that this thing turns around and heads back up. Let's hope so, right? Like I said, none of this financial advice, none of financial advisor. Another thing you got going on here. Let's take a look at this. The support coming up through here. All right, is that is that where this thing is going to hit? Right on that. And it comes right down there, right towards our support line here. Pull it down even a little bit more, right about there. You get a wick down here that touches this line. I mean, we're right in it. We're in the thick of it now, man. We are in the thick of it. I mean, this is getting into the area where, you want to see, number one, a reversal. You want to see a bottom first, then a reversal, and a move up out of here. That's going to be a 786, all right? Me personally, is it worth a shot? I mean, with a stop loss, then, down below here somewhere, taking a shot on this thing, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm at. My own personal opinion, and that's all it is. But a 786 pullback near the bottom. I mean, on pretty much that was on a daily chart. Has a real good shot turning around here. Really does. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. Keep your eye on Myro. Watch for that 0.017, and then a break. If you're watching yourself on your own chart, there's a couple places you can put lines. Going down through here, you get a break of that white line. Good chance the bottom's in, and it's heading up. But want to see a strong, reaction down here after it gets down here. Zoom in on your 4 hour. If you're charting this, take a fib, go from your low back up to your high in the 4 hour, and keep an eye on this thing. All right, see if it points it right around this 0.017 area, 1617. Might get a wick down here to this trend line even. Taking out all them people that think they're going to jump in at the 786 liquidity grab. Might even spike through this line even, grabbing liquidity. They know people are going to have their stop losses below here. So it's going to be some action down here for sure. Question is, does it turn back up? All right, thank you so much, guys. Go check out that level 3 membership, please. I'd appreciate that. Come over and join us in Discord. You're going to have a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of exciting trades, man. This is getting towards that time. Alt season is about here. Talk to you soon.